The ex-Mavericks dancer was arrested in some killings, which took the lives of 4 people. Rest in peace to that, especially during these difficult times that we live in. We move to Major League Baseball. We don't have a whole lot on for this Thursday night, pretty much. We'll start in the National League. The Pittsburgh Pirates, that's right, the Pirates keep on rolling. They take the game by a score of 5-4 over the Miami Marlins. The Philadelphia Phillies, they bomb the Chicago Cubs by a score of 12-1. And the San Francisco Giants have an easy game against the Milwaukee Brewers by a score of 4-1 in San Francisco, California. Another final today, the New York Mets, they hold the Colorado Rockies 2-1. And the last game on this Thursday night, it'll be the Los Angeles Dodgers at the St. Louis Cardinals. Dodgers have won 15 of their last 16 road games. They had won 14 straight before St. Louis kind of put that thing to a close. Starting the American League, we got 2 games coming up tonight. It'll be the Detroit Tigers at the Cleveland Indians. The Tigers have won 10 straight games. Indians, of course, trying to keep pace with Detroit. In the last game, it will be Boston Red Sox at the Kansas City Royals. Boston, of course, is 7-3 in the last 10 games. Kansas City, of course, been playing better. They are 8-2 in their last 10. For your Sports World Radio update on this Thursday, I'm Sean Mann. Back to you, Jeff Eskow. He is the host of Sports World Radio.
This update was brought to you by BuyHuntingEquipment.com. For all your camping, fishing, hiking, and hunting gear, head on over to BuyHuntingEquipment.com. That's BuyHuntingEquipment.com. All right, welcome back to the show. Everybody's listening to Sports World Radio. We got a jamming show going on here. We just finished our update. We're staying in football, right, Sean?
Actually, we're going to move to the NBA. I wanted to talk about this, Jeff, because I'm sure you were watching and following the NBA basketball season. As you know, it tips off on October 29th.
Yes, it does. And they came out with the schedules the other day, right?
Came out with the schedules on Tuesday. And if you didn't get a chance to have NBA TV, you could go to NBA.com or you could go to ESPN.
It's going to be great, dude. I can't wait. They got some really, you want to know something that really impressed me? Is they, during Super Bowl weekend, that happens to be in New York this year at Giant Stadium, which I call Giant Stadium, which is MetLife Stadium. You have the Nets playing a big team. You have the Knicks the night before the Super Bowl playing the Oklahoma City Thunder. And then you have the Super Bowl on Sunday.
Yeah, it will be packed.
It's going to be crazy, 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 crazy in New York the week of Super Bowl. It's for 2 weeks. 2 weeks. It's going to be nuts because the NBA did their scheduling just because the Super Bowl is there. They wanted to get some Knicks and Boston games, Knicks and Brooklyn games there, high priority Knicks and Brooklyn games there at the same time so you can get some stars at the game.
Yeah, expect it to be packed. The first time that Brooklyn and New York, or New York and Brooklyn will play, I'm looking at the Knicks and, of course, Brooklyn schedule. December 5th, it'll be a Thursday night on TNT, and you know that place will be jam-packed with Knicks fans and, of course, Brooklyn fans. Expect Spike Lee there and Jay-Z as the Knicks and Nets play, and it'll be interesting to see just who will be the king of New York. I still would have to favor the Knicks as the king of New York because I still have to say the Nets are still the little brother to the Knicks.
They always will be.
Just like the Brooklyn Nets are saying, well, we got Pierce, we got Garnett, we're the kings of New York. We're going to overrule everybody.
I don't give a crap who you got. To tell you the truth.
Yeah, it should be great though, but it's like a war of words has been going on throughout the whole summer between the Knicks and the Nets because you know that both teams are wanting to win one for the city of New York, but they're also going up against the team that, of course, is a heavy favorite to repeat again. That would be the Miami Heat.
Yes. Miami Heat, who just signed Greg Odom. Freaking god dang it.
Yeah, he's happy about that. And for the New York Knicks, they will open up Wednesday, October 30th. They will host the Milwaukee Bucks as their season begins, and they're going to go at Chicago. Looking at the Knicks' schedule, I got Minnesota, got Charlotte a couple times. They got a lot of games on TV this year, the Knicks do.
Yes, they do, don't they?
Yeah, and I know Jeff wants revenge against Indiana.
I can watch their games, man. They do that so I can watch their games. You know?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
This way I could be able to see their games.
Yeah, it'll be amazing to see how they look. So, yeah, ESPN will have a lot of games on. And, of course, for the Knicks, of course, it should be interesting. And, of course, with Houston getting Dwight Howard, I can't wait to see what kind of reception he gets when he comes back to the Staples Center and plays in front of the Laker crowd. I don't think it'll be very pleasant.
That happens in January, doesn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so we'll have to wait for a while because the season, if I remember correctly, starts off late October, right?
Yeah, October 29th, Jeff, is the first game.
29th, yeah, so I'm looking forward to it. It's almost here, actually.
Ooh, I'm looking here. August. The first game that Doc Rivers coaches will be against the LA Lakers. Clippers playing
Clippers
the
and Lakers. They always do that. They always do that for some strange reason. I don't know why. Hey, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 people in our NFL Pro Football Pick'em League this year so far. We got to fill that bitch up, man. So come on, peeps. If you haven't played, let's go. Get on in it. We want just to play. Got great prizes coming at you this year. You guys are going to be shocked. Shocked. That's right.
So expect to see it to be just a really good NBA season. I can't wait. The Celtics, I don't think the expectations won't be too big for them, but heck, it should be fun. Here we go. The Staples Center hallway rivalry will also tip off on opening night, as everybody knows, as the fortified Los Angeles Clippers with new head coach Doc Rivers will take on the Dwight Howard-less Los Angeles Lakers. Got some other good matchups. Magic and the Pacers, they'll kick off the NBA opening night triple header.
The Dwight Howard-less.
Yeah, well, the Lakers thought they had a chance to get him, and everybody was trying. Even Jack Nicholson was trying to get him back in a Laker uniform. But, the Lakers are going to be a team that's going to be rebuilding. I don't see them being really a serious contender, but we'll see. Howard will face the Lakers for the first time on November 7th when the Rockets host the Lakers, while the former Celtics will return to Boston for the first time on January 26th, where it'll be Brooklyn at Boston, and that should be an interesting reception for Pierce and Garnett.
You think?
Not only think, I know, because I wonder what it'll be. If it's going to be a mixture of boos or cheers, or just cheers all around after what the two guys did. Remember, Paul Pierce was saying a couple weeks ago he was very emotional about leaving Boston. He said it'll be emotional coming back to the Garden.
Oh, come on, you pansy. You went there. Come on, you pansy. You went there. Come on, move on, you rat bastard. What the hell's the matter with you, you pansy?
LeBron James, Ohio's most famous and highest paid resident, didn't get him out of jury duty.
I love that.
James tweeted a photo of himself as he was leaving his house Thursday morning and wrote, quote, "Time to serve my civic duty." He was bringing along a book in case he had a long wait before being called for jury duty.
He brought a book with him?
He brought a book. He just thought, what the heck, I'll just read a book in case I get called for jury duty.
He brought a book with him.
Hey, when I served in jury duty, I didn't bring a book with me in January. I just thought, heck, I'll go because I have to, and I have to figure out
how
to serve.
Are you allowed to bring an MP3 thing and listen to a book?
That's possible, or listen to music on your iPhone, except they...
Excuse me, I'm listening to my show because I'm stuck here. They're doing my radio show, so I'm just listening to it. Shut up! That's what I would have done. You know me. That's what I would have done for sure, man. You know?
And it just turns out that LeBron had to do it in Ohio, of course, the place where not a lot of LeBron fans, after the fact that he made the decision and, of course, left for Miami in July of 2010. James drew a buzz at the county courthouse in downtown Akron, but was not seated on a jury for trial and left the building at 10:30 a.m. He has been spending time in his hometown and working out for the past several weeks since returning from a promotional tour to the Philippines and China. This weekend, James is hosting several charity events in his city.
Wow.
That's LeBron James for you, Jeff.
Yeah, well, he's got to do something because he's not playing in whatchamacallit this year, in the Olympics. Or in the
what do you call it? Goodwill Games?
Or
I don't know. I
think
think
games,
that's what.
Whatever the hell they're calling it nowadays. So we'll see what happens. You know, he's got to do something. He needs to get a tax write-off somehow. Right?
Yeah.
That's how I'm looking at it. He needs to get a tax write-off somehow. Hey, the whatchamacallit, the Bengals-Falcons game is on ESPN tonight?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm going to be watching the Cincinnati Bengals beat up on the Atlanta Falcons. How would you like that?
Yeah, and there's something on TV tonight. Usually there isn't a whole lot to watch for this Thursday night.
That'd be sweet Georgia Brown right there.
Denver Broncos going back to the NFL since we're just moved back to it. Thank you, Jeff.
You're welcome.
Receiver Wes Welker. He told Sports Illustrated that Bill Belichick was hard on him toward the end of his 6-year run in New England.
How about that? Bill Belichick putting down his players in meetings, going after them hard. How about that, man? Who knew? Everybody knows how he treats his players, like a piece of crap until he does what they're supposed to. We all know that. He's a real hard ass. And he couldn't be a college coach like that, I'll tell you that in one second. There's no way that they would allow him to coach the way he coaches in college. That's why he's an NFL coach.
He has been there as one of the longest tenured coaches. Belichick has been with the Patriots as coach since 2000.
This is the most stupidest question I've ever seen on a poll. Here's the question. Which season are you more excited about? NFL or college football?
Easy. NFL. I hate college football.
That's the most easiest question I've ever heard. It's the most stupidest question for me I've
easiest
ever heard.
And stupidest.
Yeah, it's the easiest and stupidest question because I don't like college football, so it's a no-brainer. For me and you, because we both don't like college football.
Oh, I'm not thrilled about it.
It's a no-brainer. How about that?
Every Saturday, like I do every year, I turn that stupid television off because I don't even want to spend my time watching boring college football. I'm not even thrilled about it. And every Thursday night when we do shows, or Friday nights, or Saturday nights when we do shows, there's nothing but college football on. I was like saying, I got to get away from this. That's why I go out and I do some shopping or just get away from it.
Hey, let me ask you a question.
Yeah.
If Jerry Buss was still alive, would Howard still be an LA Laker?
That's a good question. I saw that today. I am going to vote and say no.
I believe yes, because I believe that freaking Jerry Buss could have wooed Howard like nobody's business. Like nobody's business. And I can almost guarantee you Jerry Buss wouldn't have let this go the way it went. It would have never went that way. If Jerry Buss was alive, it would have went Howard. It would have went fire whatchamacallit and bring in Phil Jackson, bring in Howard. It's over. D'Antoni would have never been the head coach if Jerry Buss was alive. Never.
That was the biggest mistake the Lakers ever made, was bringing in Mike D'Antoni.
And that's all. And that's all Jim Buss is doing. Okay, that's all Jim Buss is doing. That's not his daughter, Jeannie Buss. Jeannie Buss actually says that her dad would have wooed Howard, and I 100% believe that, because I know that's how he works, and that's the kind of a man he was. He gets what he wants.
Actually, I changed my mind when you kind of tell me that now, Jeff. I would say, actually, yeah, he would have been able to do that. He would have been able to get Dwight Howard in,
right? Because
keep him as a Laker, and then get Phil Jackson in as head coach.
Sure, that's all. Yeah, exactly. D'Antoni would have never